back on Inside
We are
12.
back.
Leslie, Taylor
Now,
McCarr, we
as you
show
can see, all 16
12 game
teams.
schedules. It's all laid out there for you. I'm sure you have your games that you are looking forward to most. We'll give you the top 5 games we are looking forward to most.
And let's see, all 16 teams got their schedule reveals, and we'll see which team that it will most likely.
Game of their season. We'll start with Houston at Texas Tech. I think this is one of my dark horse
10 as most anticipated games. I know it's going to be, you know, Texas Tech versus Houston Cougars on week 3, and October 17th, Notre Dame versus BYU expectedly. They haven't faced against each other before. Baylor versus Texas Tech, Red Raiders on week 12, and then week 0, August 29th, in Dublin, Ireland, North Carolina Tar Heels versus TCU Horned Frogs. And then, of course, Utah Utes versus BYU on week 10 on November 7th. Well, those games are going to be very, very competitive, and it's going to be pretty
on the Horned Frogs. Big opportunity for them.
I mean, pretty tough, I'm telling you. Each game is tough. Who knows?
Of September and into conference play if they can get a win in Dublin. And then lastly, BYU and Utah. You could probably pick this almost every season as the most important game in this league, but this was a year ago when BYU won against Utah in Provo. That ended up being one of the most important games of their season. I think for two teams that I think we expect to be at the top of the league again in the Big 12 next year, likely championship implications, and that's why I have BYU Utah as my most important game next season.
Love that game. Really looking forward to that game. I love that we don't have a whole lot of carryover. There's only one game that both of us have on our list, which is very cool. My list, I start at number 5 with Oklahoma State. A little bit of a surprise
games,
off the board.
Houston Cougars versus Oklahoma State, October 7th, week 7. BYU versus Notre Dame, October 17th, week 7. October 24th, week 8. Utah Utes versus Houston Cougars, and Texas Tech versus Arizona State on October 31st, week 9 on Halloween, and on September 12th, BYU versus Arizona State. Week 2, that's going to be a pretty good game, of course. Hey, another thing, these players got to do, run the ball. You know that's between the defense and offense. For all that.
In the right direction for that Wildcats program. I think their game week 9 against Texas Tech is the biggest game on Tech's schedule, the toughest test on Tech's schedule, even though so many of their tough tests are on their home field. Can Noah Fifita go into Lubbock and get a win, upset the Red Raiders that expect to be either preseason 1 or 2 probably in the conference? That one will be a fun test. And then BYU, Arizona, I think as I look at it right now in January, those are probably my number 2 and number 3 teams in the conference. That could be a game, even though it comes very early on, September 12th, that could be a game that ends up deciding which one of those 2 teams goes to Arlington.
I love it. Arizona, BYU, Utah, Texas Tech. You can see a number of those teams represented in what will likely be, if those are the favorites, some of the most important games next season in 2026.
192 games laid out for you over the course of the last hour. It all leads to game number 193 in Arlington, the Big 12 championship game. Who will be there come early December? We cannot wait to get the Big 12 season started come August 29th. For Taylor McCarr and our entire Inside the 12 crew, I'm Mike Leslie. We will see you this fall for the 2026 Big 12 football.
We will see all of these teams again this fall, very soon. And that's going to do it for today. We'll see you all next time. See you soon.